Exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Here we go. Here we go. Set, ready. Hey, hold on. Check 56. You're not ready. You're not ready.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check tight, check tight. 25, check 25, check 25. Trump.
2nd and 5. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Check 26, check 26.
Back to throw. Hauser completes it to Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go. Set. Pittsburgh.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
2nd down and inches. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devin White in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Mike, 56. Mike, 56.
To throw on 3rd down. Hauser. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
Went for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now and he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 34 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I'm coming out to get it.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Second and 10.
Ready up.
At the 35-yard line.
Hey, eat. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Alert 3. Protein spill. They go.
Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Check nickel. Big grip.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Watch the screen. 61, matchbox light.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
You can't block me. Say. X3, 218, chopper. Ready.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Hey.
On 2nd down now, it's Smith. Touchdown! Tremont Smith, 32 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. The run there on 1st down, going to get them 5 up to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Hauser. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, 70 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game. These days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Look at me, zipper. Switch.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Panthers 14, Buccaneers 7.
Set up, 10 Lobo.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Over flare.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Mark 55, Mark 55. Hey, Delta.
Shift. Check 31, check 31. Undercrunch. Check 43. Check 3.
Right, 5.
Now Jones, operating from the gun. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
That's it, baby. You got to work.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
What we got? Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Looking to throw on second down. Hauser. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Back to throw. Hauser. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, exit. Switch gears. Any weapon. Get it.
Now Jones. It's caught. Smith. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On first down, Jones trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Big river.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Hey, high 7. Yo, go. Motion out of the backfield. Shoot. Hey, lock it.
Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Looking to throw. Hauser. And the pressure gets to him again. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing on 3rd and long. Hauser. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
On the set. Look at me. Door.
Check. Lucky.
5.
55. Don't get nervous.
Hit it.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
On the ready.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Buccaneers, 1st down.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Zoo!
From the gun, Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Keep doing that.
First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 58, boys. 58. Come on. Get ready.
To throw on 2nd down. Hauser. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina.
That's what I'm talking about, boy.
Curtis Samuel, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A big run there by Jones. 42 yards. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame. Fashioning together a heck of a resume.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Switch.
Protein spill now.
Watch it,
Now.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on first down. Hauser taking a shot for Samuel. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
2nd and 9 now. Throwing left side, it's complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Hey, 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. Silver.
Looking to throw on second down. Hauser steps away to his left. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Back to throw. Hauser. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 39 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Got it.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, he completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Caught by Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Jones throwing on 4th down. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Use it. Yo. 56 to Mike. 56.
2nd and 13. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. Room past the 20. And they will finally get him down at the 28. A gain there of 21 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On 1st and 10, Hauser. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
You ain't doing nothing.
2nd and 6. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
He don't know no better.
Mike, 56. Mike, 56. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Mike.
Operating from the gun. Hauser. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Let's get the ball.
Snap.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. 4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, Jones. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They go quickly here out to Moore. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. The bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
This is caught and out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the